Miss you, and Commander McPhee, we've loved broadcast. I got your trip. Thank you very much. We've really enjoyed coming here to the VFW and continuing on Sundays. It's going to be a little different, but I think it's going to work out great. And we thank you for this great location. And you guys do a lot. And as we turn over to the new year, what are some of the things planned here at the VFW that you guys are excited about being involved with?
Well, let me just say that first, on last Sunday on the 23rd, the Jack in the Box, which is an organization that was here with the VFW, gave out over 1,000 toys to children in Long Beach. We had a line around the block for 4 hours giving out toys. So, and then what was left over was also donated to the Martin Luther King Foundation, along with 10 trays of hot food that we had here. So the children of Long Beach, hopefully, everybody got a Christmas gift here. But starting in the new year, we're very interested in doing a fundraiser here for one of the schools. There are 6 schools in Long Beach, and 3 of them are still closed. And we know that education is a big part of a child's life. And we have to get these schools open, so the VFW is going to be heading up a big fundraiser, along with our friends from the Ancient Order of Hibernians, the American Legion, and Knights of Columbus, get these schools operating again. And that's our goals. You know, of course, we have our New Year's Eve and our New Year's Day celebration here at the VFW, and everybody's invited to come. And we're going to continue through your efforts, through Howie here, who's put our name on the map. And we're going to continue to help out Long Beach, to get it back to where it was, and maybe even a little bit more. Because if anybody deserves anything, the people of Long Beach do here. They've suffered tremendously. A lot of people still don't have electric and hot water. The West End stores, most of them are still not open, and we have to help them out, get everything going, get a united front against these type of disasters. And thank you very much, Howie.
Commander McPhee, that's awesome. Let's give it up. I mean, think about that. All those kids to get a toy on Christmas, and they do so much. I know on Thanksgiving they fed over 300 people. A lot of them were misplaced, didn't have homes. They do so many wonderful things, and now they're going to put their efforts into the schools. That 3 of them are still closed. So many wonderful things they do.
Also, just before I forget, on January 12th, Jamie Lynch from Long Beach, one of our Long Beach guys here, is going to be running a parade, Festival of Lights down here, and we're going to start off down in Ohio and end up down New York Avenue. And it's really is for the people who came here to help us from out of town, the firemen, the sanitation, and the workers, and people from Ohio and upstate New York and New Jersey, wherever they were. You know, we're going to honor them and let them know that we have not forgotten them, and that we're going to be having a celebration, and the VFW here will be supplying all the food. And we invite everybody in Long Beach to come march and show their solidarity.
That's awesome. And Jamie, we're going to be back here on the 6th, so we can talk about that right before the event. So that's awesome. All right, let's give it up for the Lynches. Another great thing. All right. Are you guys ready for some great entertainment? All right. We have Victoria, right?
Valerie.
Valerie! My bad. I know it was a V. What song are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong.
Wow. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's all yours.
I see trees of rain, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed days and the dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the skies, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
That was amazing! Boy, the talent here tonight is incredible. Now, her older sister Kim is saying several times before, Kim, what do you have on store for us tonight, and welcome back?
I'm going to be singing Oh Holy Night.
Perfect occasion. Let's go for it.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the light of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and ever pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder brings a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born.
That's awesome. That was great. That was incredible. Let's bring Joe Keiser back up. That was incredible. Joe, before we get into your singing, and just to remind you, if you joined us late, Joe Keiser is sitting next to me. What he's accomplished at Long Beach High School is off the charts. All state orchestra bass, all state mixed chorus, all state vocal jazz. Most people would dream of being all state in one category. Joe Keiserman is all state in 3. Incredible. But Joe, before we get into singing the song, people out there listening, what has it been like for you and the students at Long Beach High School to deal with this hurricane, being out of school for weeks, things closed down, things postponed? What has it been like since Hurricane Sandy hit Long Beach and the Long Beach community from a high school perspective and from the students?
Well, Howie, it was really rough getting back into business and back into schoolwork. You know, not seeing our friends and our peers for 2.5 weeks. I know so many of my friends are not living in Long Beach anymore. They're in Massapequa, they're upstate, they switch schools, their parents can't afford anything here anymore. It's really difficult, but we're staying strong and staying close to it, and staying connected. I'm glad to be back.
And I understand that because the middle school was closed, you guys had exceptionally large classrooms of like 60 kids in a class. What was that like, having some of the middle school kids being put in the same classroom with the high school kids because of the damage to the middle school? What was dealing with that, being in classes double the size?
I mean, none of my classes had, that many kids, but I know some of the other classes did, and it was a little weird, seeing all these little tiny kids running around while I'm walking to my anthropology class. But we dealed, and they were a nice addition for a while. The music department was really interesting because we got to work with them, and we all got to perform together, and that was an interesting experience.
All right, Joe, and again, I know I'm going to be there. I expect everyone here and all of Long Beach to support The Odd Couple with Joe and Russell Getz, January 10th, 11th, and 12th at Long Beach High School, all performance at 7:30. I can't wait to see the contrast between the neat freak and the slob and the famous The Odd Couple. Is going to be awesome. But Joe, what song have you selected to sing in your other passion, singing? You're a great actor, great singer. What song have you selected for your singing that you debut here on the Halftime Howie Show?
I'm going to sing Time After Time, the old standard. Frank Sinatra sang it, everyone sang it, the big stars. It's been one of my favorite tunes. Grew up with the 40s music surrounded by it. Go for it. What good are words I say to you? They can't convey to you what's in my heart. If you could hear instead the things I've left unsaid. Time after time I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you, so lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know, the passing years will show. You've kept my love so young, so new, and time after time you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you.
That was awesome. I want to say this. I spoke to Benoit, who's our music director. He's on a cruise right now, and I watched the final of the X Factor, and when they posted that next year's auditions, one of the 3 cities they've chosen is going to be Long Island. And we are going to push all these talented musicians who perform on our show to sing on our show, and we'd encourage Russell and the sisters and to audition. Because think about this. The girl that came in 2nd place in the X Factor, a 13-year-old girl from Westchester, Carly Rose. So if she can do it, you can do it. And why not chase your dreams? The winner gets a $5 million recording contract. The tryouts are going to be here in Long Island, not Nebraska, not California, not Boston, here in Long Island. So Joe, I want you to try out. I want you girls to try out. Why not chase your dream? You're gifted. It's going to be here in Long Island. And I'd like you to keep coming back on the show, keep refining your skills, and we want to keep pushing these musicians, because why not chase that dream?
I'm definitely going to consider it. I definitely think I'll try out. It's a great opportunity, and why not? I have nothing to lose.
Could you use $5 million, Joe?
I think I can use a few.
Would that help pay for NYU, Joe?
Yeah, I think so. I'd like to.
All right. All right. What time we got?
3 minutes.
All right. We're going to close the show with Storm of the Century. Great job, Joe. That was awesome. God, all of you amazing. That was incredible. All right, what are you going to close the show with, Scott? Storm of the Century.
We're gonna close the show with a tune I call "The Guns of August." It's actually named after a very good book that I wrote by Barbara Tucker.
By the way, Joe, what did you think about the youthful singers that sang?
Oh, they're outrageous. They make me look awful.
All right, yeah. He's the talent on tonight's show was off the charts. Off the charts.
I walk like a shadow and live like a vampire. Go for you. Don't think that it matters. You say I am such a fool for this. I am such a fool for this. It's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. You wear two weapons, but it's never enough. No. It's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. You said forever, but forever is gone. So it's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. Now I must confess, I'll travel the whole world. So tell me what it's worth. Lose me now and heal me with roses. Our heartbeats will roll on, our souls will be broken. It's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. You wear two weapons, but it's never enough. No, it's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. You said forever, but forever is gone. So it's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. Carry on. It's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. You wear two weapons, but it's never enough. No, it's so quiet on the Western Front, my love. You said forever, but forever is gone. So it's so quiet on the Western Front, my love.
Great job. Rocco, Steve. You know, this is our final show of 2012, and I gotta say, for me, 2012 can't end soon enough. I'm a very positive, upbeat person, but when you reflect on 2012 and you think about that horrible shooting in Colorado, you think about Hurricane Sandy, which ruined the lives and destroyed so many lives, and then that horrendous, horrific shooting in Connecticut where 20 innocent children died and 26 people lost their lives from this madman. To me, 2012 can't end soon enough. And I'm just praying that something can be done. We don't have to read about these terrible tragedies, and that 2013 will ring in a much better new year. Your thoughts, Rocco?
I agree with everything that you've been saying, and especially for Long Beach, we had a really tough year, and with this hurricane, and I just feel like Like, we really need this for next year. We need something new for next year. We need something. We just need better days ahead of us.
I think as a city, as a county, as a state, as a nation, we all have to band together, and I think that it's really time to all come together. And there's a silver lining in all this. I think all the efforts that we make next year and all the community support that we get is so very important. And with God's will, we'll keep going.
Okay. All right. Make sure to watch this show on YouTube. We'll come up with a good name afterwards, but it will be on YouTube in the next few days with our great videographer, Walter Cersei. We want to thank the great VFW. Want to wish everybody a happy and healthy New Year. We'll be back here on Sunday, January 6th. We can't wait. Happy and healthy New Year to everyone. Thanks to Robin Lynch, Storm of the Century, Joe Keiser, the great talented sisters, and all our friends at VFW. And everybody here, happy, healthy New Year. And let me wrap with this. My name is Halftime. I want to thank you for your time. Please join us next Sunday night for an edition of Halftime. But at this time, we are out of time. See you next Sunday!